everybody, and welcome to day 401 of Rhys's stories. And today I'm going to be reading you a story called Fantastic Mr. Fox, written by Roald, Dahl, and illustrations by Quentin. And today I'm going to be reading you one short chapter called The Terrible Tractors. As the sun rose the next morning, Boggis and Boots and Bean were still digging. They had dug a hole so deep you could have put a house into it. But they had not yet come to the end of the fox's tunnel. They were all very tired and cross. "Dang and blast," said Boggis. "Whose rotten idea was this?" "Bean's idea," said Boots. Boggis and Boots both stared at Bean. Bean took another swig of cider, then put the flask back into his pocket without offering it to the others. "Listen," he said angrily, "I want that fox. I'm going to get that fox. I'm not giving it in till I shrug him up over my front porch, dead as a dumpling. We can get him by digging, that's for sure," said the fat Boggis. "I've had enough of digging." Boots, the little pot-bellied dwarf, looked up at Bean and said, "Have you got any more stupid ideas then?" "What?" said Bean. "I can't hear you. Bean never took a bath. He never even washed as a result. His ear holes were clogged with all kinds of muck and wax and bits of chewing gum and dead flies and stuff like that. This made him deaf." "Speak louder," he said to Boots, and Boots shouted back, "Got any more stupid ideas?" Bean rubbed the back off his neck with a dirty finger. He had a boil coming there and it itched. "What we need on this job," he said, "is machines, mechanical shovels. We'll have him out in 5 minutes with mechanical shovels." This was a pretty good idea, and the other two had to admit it. "All right, then," Bean said, taking charge. "Boggis, you stay here and see the fox doesn't escape. Boots and I will go and fetch your machinery. If he tries to get out, shoot him quick." The long, thin Bean walked away. The tiny Boots trotted after him. The fat Boggis stayed where he was with his gun pointing at the foxhole. Soon, 2 enormous caterpillar tractors with mechanical shovels on their front ends came clanking into the wood. Bean was driving one, Boots the other. The machines were both black. They were murderous, brutal-looking monsters. "Here we go then," shouted Bean. "Death to the fox," shouted Boots. The machines went to work, biting huge mouthfuls of soil out of the hill. The big tree under which Mr. Fox had dug his hole in the first place was toppled like a matchstick. On all sides, rocks were sent flying and trees were falling, and the noise was deafening. Down in the tunnel, the foxes crouched, listening to the terrible clanging and banging overhead. "What's happening there?" cried the small foxes. "What are they doing?" Mr. Fox didn't know what was happening or what they were doing. "It's an earthquake! An earthquake!" cried Mrs. Fox. "Look," said one of the small foxes, "our tunnels got shorter. I can see daylight." They all looked round, and yes, the mouth of the tunnel was only a few feet away from them now, and in the circle of daylight beyond they could see the 2 huge black tractors almost on top of them. "Tractors!" shouted Mr. Fox, "and mechanical shovels. Dig for your lives! Dig, dig, dig!" And I hope you enjoyed that
wonderful chapter called The Terrible Tractors. And yes, you all must be wondering what is going to happen to me, my wife, and and my children, and her children. So yes, you'll find out tomorrow, because the next chapter is called The Race. So bye everybody, and I guess I would see you on tomorrow for day 402 of Rhys's stories. Can I say bye now, Mr. Fox? Of course you can, Rhys. So bye everybody, and I guess I will see you all tomorrow for day 402 of Rhys's stories. So bye everybody, bye again, bye.